Hey, welcome back to another financially fabulous episode. I'm Limor, and I'm going to show you how to crush it with your finances. In today's episode, I've got my good friend Whitney Hansen here, and we're talking about an extra $100 every single month. Come on, this will be fabulous. I'm so excited because I've got my friend Whitney here. Hey, Whitney.
Hey, Limor. Thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
Whitney, I'm so glad that you're here today. Whitney is amazing. She's a personal finance expert down from the US, and she's got an awesome website, whitneyhansen.com, and a super cool podcast, The Money Nerds.
Dude, your podcast episode was awesome. I got so many good compliments from that, and I personally learned a lot. I really did.
Really? I'm so excited to hear that your listeners enjoyed our collaboration. I'll link it up here below. Whitney and I are in total alignment that life would be better if we had a little extra money every month. Whether it's $100 a month or $100 a week, it can make a really big difference to your finances. So Whitney, what do you think is the best way to get that little extra money?
Okay, so honestly, the best way, in my opinion, to getting an extra $100 is by cutting back and saving. You've got to be able to do those things.
Yeah, saving can be a really, really great way to make some of that extra money. But I also think the other way to do it is to earn a little extra money. So maybe you could start us off with some of your amazing tips on actually saving $100.
The first one is to stop eating out, or at least reducing how much you eat out. Seriously, people spend so much money on that, and it is crazy amounts. Sometimes I've talked to people that have spent $500 to $600 a month just on eating out. That's not including groceries.
Wow, some people spend $500 to $600 on eating out. Oh my God, that's totally crazy.
Tip number 2 is to actually prioritize paying off debt. Every single month, every time you make a payment, you're paying a lot towards interest, and that interest doesn't need to be going to the bank. It could be going in your pocket instead. So prioritize paying off debt.
Yeah, getting rid of debt is so important. I absolutely love that tip. You guys know, I often say that having debt is like taking your good hard-earned money and throwing it into the trash. What else you got, Whitney?
And then my last tip to saving money is just making sure that your daily life is optimized. Make sure that you are automating your savings as much as possible so that you're not actually having to think about it. It's just working for you automatically. That's one of the best tips in the entire world to making more money and making your savings work better, is just automate what you currently have. It's super easy to do too. All you have to do is talk to your bank and get it set up so it's an automatic transfer to your savings account. Super easy.
You're so right. Who actually has time to remember to save? We're so busy living our lives, out with friends, work, career, family, so many things that we got to handle. Automating your savings is such a great tip. So here's my 3 tips actually for making a little extra money. Tip number 1 is making money online, whether through selling something or just using the internet. You could create an Etsy store, and something that's actually pretty popular is to create a printable. So basically you design it once, put it up in the Etsy shop, and then customers buy the same download over and over and over again. So you don't actually have to do too much work. Another way is through a great website that I use called GoRead.com. All you have to do is set up an author's account, and then when you write articles and you do the tasks, you actually earn money from it. I've been doing it for almost a year now, and I've earned over $10,000 US. I know, it's super crazy, and I don't even have to sell anything. If you have questions on that one, let me know in the comments below, and I'll happily do a video about that one. The second tip that I have is to sell stuff. We all have so much junk lying around our house. What may be totally useless to you could be super helpful to someone else. So whether it's old chairs or a table or, just the stuff you've got accumulating around, it may not be useful to you, but it may be exactly what somebody else is looking for. The third tip that I have is to rent some space out. So whether it is a bedroom that you rent to a friend on an ongoing basis, or a family member who's staying for a short period of time, or maybe it's you've got an extra storage locker and not a lot of space, or maybe you have one and you're not really using it, you could rent it out to a neighbor, because that way you're not actually doing extra work every month, but the money is coming your way. It's kind of like baby steps towards rental property or investment property. The other thing that I know in big cities can be pretty popular is actually if you've got a driveway or if you've got a garage at your place, and obviously you're not using it in the day, maybe you're using your car to drive out of the city or to drive to work, you could rent that out. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's a great way to make a little bit of extra money every single month.
Oh, Limor, those are amazing tips. I have to say, the one that I resonate most with, aside from selling crap around your house, I always think that's a good idea, but the one that I think everybody can do is figuring out a way to either rent out an extra room or somehow utilize their living situation in a different way. I love the idea of renting a room. And a little side note, I have my little brother that rents a room from me too. And it's not a ton of money, but it adds up. It matters. It really does. Every dime helps when you're trying to either pay off debt or increase your savings. So good tips.
Wow, Whitney, I didn't realize that you rented a space out to your brother. Good for you, girl. You're such a money nerd. I love it. That brings me to our tweetable for today. Whether you're saving or earning a little extra money, it can make a big difference. So our challenge to you is if you're feeling a little squeezed with your finances, try to implement one of the tips that we talked about in today's video, whether it's on the saving side or whether it's on the earning a little bit of extra money.
Okay, I'm with you. It's crazy how $100 a week can make such a big difference in your financial life and help you achieve your goals faster. And I think we're on the same page. That's what it's all about, is reaching your goals faster than you thought possible by optimizing your financial life. I love it.
Did you like this video? Did you learn something? I hope so. If you did, subscribe to our channels. I'll link Whitney's up below. She's got awesome YouTube channels that she posts on a very regular basis. I recommend you check them out.
Thanks for having me, Limor. I had a ton of fun, and it was nice meeting you guys.
And if you're looking for even more tips and tricks to make your finances fun and exciting, come on over to limor.money. I got lots of great resources for you to download for free. Remember, I'm not here to change who you are, and neither is Whitney. We just have strategies to make you even more financially fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Till then, stay fabulous. And you know the expression, one man's junk is another man's treasure? No. You know the expression, one man's junk treasure? You know the expression. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about.